It was close to midnight when Jamie spotted the figure by the roadside. She was driving home after visiting her sister, taking the long back roads that wound through endless fields of corn and thick banks of creeping fog. Her gas tank hovered dangerously close to empty. Her phone battery was nearly dead, and she hadn't passed another car in almost an hour. The isolation was a living thing, pressing against the windows, humming in the tires on the asphalt. Then the headlights caught movement. A man walking along the shoulder, thumb stuck out in a lazy hitchhiker's gesture, a worn backpack slung over one arm. Jamie instinctively eased off the gas. Normally, she wouldn't have even considered stopping. She wasn't naive, but there was something about the man that struck her something lonely, broken. He looked young, maybe mid-20s, clothes dusty, face hollow with exhaustion. Not threatening, just someone trying to get somewhere. She cracked the window a few inches, just enough to call out.
"You all right?"
She asked, her voice a little louder than it needed to be. The hitchhiker leaned down, peering into the car. His eyes were sunken and rimmed with dark circles, like he hadn't slept in days. They were the eyes of someone used to being ignored or worse.
"Where you headed?"
Jamie asked, trying to keep her tone light. At first, he didn't answer, just stared past her, his face tightening slightly. Then, in a voice barely above a whisper, he said,
"I can't get in. Your car's already full."
Jamie blinked. The man straightened, taking a slow step back, as if he regretted saying anything at all.
"Sorry, you didn't know."
A cold knot of unease twisted in her gut.
"What do you mean?"
She asked, her voice smaller now, brittle. The hitchhiker didn't respond. He just kept staring, not at her, but past her, into the back seat. His expression shifted from pity to something closer to fear. Jamie turned to look over her shoulder. Nothing but the back seat. Empty, or so it seemed. Still, the shadows looked wrong. Thicker, denser. The light from the dashboard should have spilled back there easily, but instead, it seemed to stop short, swallowed by something unseen. She snapped her head back toward the man, but he was gone. Gone. Not walking away down the road, not stepping into the fields. Simply gone, like a ripple in the air had swallowed him whole. Jamie's breath hitched. She slammed the lock button on the doors and pressed hard on the gas, tires spinning briefly on the dewy asphalt before catching. The road stretched out ahead, slick and endless under the weight of her fear. Every few seconds, her eyes darted up to the rearview mirror. Still nothing. Still empty. Still too dark. She made it home somehow, heart pounding so loud she barely remembered the drive. That night, Jamie didn't sleep. Every creak of the house, every whisper of wind outside sounded like footsteps. Breathing. Movement just beyond her sight. Morning finally broke, cold and gray. With trembling hands, she grabbed her keys and stepped out to the driveway. Maybe it was all in her head. Maybe she just needed to see the car, just to prove there was nothing there. She opened the back door to grab her jacket and froze. Smudges. Dozens of them. Tiny, pale handprints, faint but unmistakable, pressed across the inside of the rear windshield. They weren't there the night before. She was sure of it. If this story sent chills down your spine, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I've got more tales waiting in the dark, some even realer than this one. See you next time around the fire.